Hi, I'm a recovering addict. My name is Steve. This is On Life's Terms Personal Stories Series, Episode 7. This story appears on page 161 of the 6th edition of the Narcotics Anonymous Basic Text. He checked himself into treatment to avoid prison, but while he was there, he found hope in the pages of a basic text. There was no NA in his part of rural Illinois, so he started a meeting, and he stayed clean through his own growing pains and those of the fellowship. Start a meeting, they will come. I was 45 years old, 2 prison terms behind me, facing 12 to 60 years on this latest possession charge. I was still using, going to an outpatient treatment center to fool everyone so I wouldn't have to go back to prison. Well, it worked. The con fooled them again, and I ended up with probation. If I could just get around all the drug tests, my problems would be over. Just my luck. I caught a dirty drop. Why didn't God answer my prayers? I only asked that he would help me pass the drug test. This time I really had to work a big con, so I admitted myself into an inpatient treatment center. I didn't need treatment, of course, but I had to make the law think I really wanted help. The best thing that happened to me in treatment was that my counselor gave me a basic text from Narcotics Anonymous. I could hardly put it down once I started reading it. It seemed like this book was written about me. For the first time, I felt hope. The basic text was like a map to help me find a way out and build a new life. Even though I had only been clean for about 2 weeks, I made 2 decisions. I was going to become a member of Narcotics Anonymous, and I was going to start a meeting in my hometown. With the hope given to me from reading the basic text, I truly believed that a Narcotics Anonymous meeting would get addicts clean. I come from a small town in Illinois, and across the river is another small town. There were a number of meetings for the AA fellowship, but no NA meetings at all. I told my counselor that I was going to start an NA meeting back home when I got out of treatment. He told me that I wouldn't be able to get it done and that I should go to a halfway house instead. But I'm stubborn, so I didn't listen. I got clean in June, was released from treatment the first week of July, and on 3 August 2000, we had our first Narcotics Anonymous meeting. It was slow getting started. There were only a couple of us for the first few months, but we persevered. Word got out there was a new meeting. Members came over from Iowa to help us through their outreach service. One of them brought us the Steps and Traditions posters and other readings. I was so grateful. This is when I first realized how much love that the NA Fellowship has to offer. These meetings didn't just happen by sheer luck. We had had our share of growing pains. Picture a room with 10 to 15 addicts, all on the first step, with no experienced sponsorship or direction. Talk about being powerless and unmanageable. And we all thought we knew everything. We made every mistake you can imagine. Relapses were common. Arguments occurred over members bringing Bibles and other non-NA material to meetings. Then there were the dating games, which caused new resentments and even some relapses. The hardest thing for me was that many of the addicts who came shortly after I did kept looking to me for direction. Heck, I was on the first step too. Remember, we are in rural Illinois, not Chicago. The large metropolitan areas with established NA communities were at least 60 miles away and might as well have been on the other side of the world. If you had an issue with other members, there weren't any other meetings to attend, so you could avoid each other. You either worked through your resentment or went out and used. We had only one meeting. I realized that if this was going to work and I was going to survive, then I had to take action. I started attending a group out of town, found a sponsor, and got some help. Thank God for sponsorship. When we reached out for help, recovering addicts came to share their experience, strength, and hope with us. As a result, we learned better ways to work the program and carry the NA message. After 5 years, we are still making mistakes, but we survived and are getting stronger. In the past year, we have joined an area service committee. We travel every month to other NA communities and now receive more support from out-of-towners. As our members got more stable in their recovery, we started doing the same type of outreach service that had helped our group in its early stages. As a result, there are now several active NA groups within a 30-mile radius of our home group. This is another great experience because we are truly giving away what was so freely given to us. Our area holds an annual convention and a few other big events. This is a good opportunity for our small NA fellowship to experience the benefits of being a part of greater NA. So we often have caravans of addicts cruising on a recovery quest. The interaction with addicts I don't see as often helps me experience the importance of the phrase principles before personalities. When I come back home, I try harder to look past the flaws in others. Hopefully they are learning to forgive my shortcomings as well. The 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous have helped me to change from the inside to become a better man. I feel the most spiritual when I let my higher power work through me to help another suffering addict. One of the greatest blessings that I receive as a Narcotics Anonymous member is seeing newcomers arrive all beat up and scared, not knowing what to do, doubting if this will work for them, and then seeing them start to change. They surrender, begin sharing honestly, and get the light of recovery in their eyes as they work through the steps. NA is alive and well in rural Illinois, thanks in part to a counselor lending a basic text to a con. I have learned a new way of thinking and live a better, more productive life than I could ever have imagined. As of this writing, I have over 5 years clean, and our home group just celebrated its 5th birthday picnic. My home group has held over 3,600 meetings. Just for today, through NA, many addicts are living the promise of freedom from the active addiction in our area. For this, I will remain forever grateful. If you start a meeting, they will come. This has been On Life's Terms. A link to a PDF version of the basic text is included in the description of this video. A full audio version of the basic text is available for free at na.org. That again is na.org. You can also find a meeting in your area or online meetings at that address. I'm a recovering addict named Steve. I believe that every recovering addict has a valuable story to tell, and that story will touch someone seeking our help. If you would like to share yours or know someone whose story we should hear, please contact me at onlifestermsvid@gmail.com. Again, that is onlifestermsvid@gmail.com. Please help me to carry the message to the addict who still suffers by liking or commenting on this video and subscribing to this channel. Even more importantly, please share this video with other addicts that we may reach as many as possible. Thanks again for listening, carrying the message, and keeping the promise alive.